Here's the serological mohr pipette that you had in your kit, made out of plastic. Seems to have graduations from 0 down to 9, but it's also got some negative numbers up here. I learned that you can actually drain these all the way, but without blowing out the tip. You just let it naturally drain, and that will deliver 10 milliliters, 10.00 milliliters of solution if you let it all drain out. You can use these for other volumes as well by stopping and starting it. That is, stopping it at say 2 milliliters and then draining it out to 7 milliliters would deliver 5 milliliters of solution. So I'm going to show you how to work this with this really small pipette bulb that we included in the kit. These are very inexpensive. They're kind of tricky to work with on this serological pipette, but you can do it. So if this is my solution that I wish to draw up into the pipette, I got to get the bulb on the top of it, but you don't want to put it on there like, permanently. You just want to rest it on the top. And I use my right hand for the bulb, and my left hand, I have to have this finger ready to stop the solution. I'm going to pull the bulb off and stop the draining of the solution with my finger. Remember that if you've got your finger on here and you've got a good seal, though, if the liquid drains out, of course, it would create a vacuum in here and that would stop it. So it can't move if you've got your finger on there. I'm going to control what's going on by lifting my finger very gently. So let's try it. Takes a little practice. You need to practice. So of course I'm just using water. I've squeezed the bulb. I got to push it pretty hard onto the surface up top of the pipette and draw liquid up in the pipette. So with one bulb worth of, you've got to depress the bulb, of course, before you start. So I've got my finger on this, and you can see that I've stopped the liquid from draining out. But it's not where I'd like it, so if I want to bring it up a little higher, and of course you never want to get any liquid in the bulb or in the cotton that these serological pipettes have in them. So you got to be careful, don't bring it up too far, but you want to bring it up above where you'd like to start. So I'm going to try this again to get it up higher. You get my finger on there, and you have to practice that. All right, so I'm going to let my finger up and bring the liquid volume down to 0. The meniscus in these is very evident. It's the curved surface of the liquid. Water has a very distinct meniscus, and water solutions will all have this. Not so much in plastic things as much as in glass, but there's still a meniscus, a curved surface. The understanding is that you will bring the meniscus, the bottom of the meniscus, down to the mark that you want to read. So we always read the volumes at the bottom of the meniscus. Even though it curves up, it's the bottom that we're using. Okay, so I'm going to let my finger up very gently. And you should also read the thing from the side, not try to read it from the top. You want to make sure that you're reading the volume while the pipette is perpendicular to your eye. Whoop, went a little far. Okay, well, haven't lost anything. I'll do it again. Up above 0. I'm trying to get it to stay at 0. So I want to go up here. All right. Talking and trying to do this at the same time is hard. Okay, it's moving at a controlled rate. That is at 0. So if I wanted to deliver 5 milliliters, this is what I'd do. Come over here to my container that I want to put 5 milliliters in and let it drain out slowly, lifting my finger gently, getting it under control, coming down to 5. Trying to read it. Whoop, pretty quick, but I got it to 5. Okay, if I wanted to go 10 milliliters, I just let it drain all the way out. Notice that there's still some liquid in the tip. You leave that there. All right, so that's the way that these things were calibrated. The understanding was that you will leave that in the tip. Okay.